Welcome to the Jersey Oddcast, where South Jersey stories get the spotlight, whether they're serious, strange, or just plain soaked in marinara. I'm Gina Rullo, joined as always by Joseph F. Berenato and Gabriel J. Donio. This week we've got burritos breaking ground, cardboard boats that somehow float, and fish being flung into the local lake. On purpose, we promise. We'll talk about a specialty grocer shaking things up downtown, law enforcement welcoming new officers, and a cold case that's finally heating up. Plus, festival updates, scam alerts, sweet merch plugs, and a poll that might just reveal your national night out plans. Buckle up, oddballs. We're bringing you chaos, commentary, and community. Because somebody's got to do it. So I think we all saw the news that a Chipotle is coming to the old Wendy's on the
Yeah,
Whitehorse Pike.
they're
Yeah,
Joe,
work
you got the deets?
they're working
uh,
on it.
as
They're working on it.
as as many as there are, which honestly there aren't very many. But work and construction has been seen around the old Wendy's. You know, people have been speculating since it closed what was going to go there. Is it going to be Chick-fil-A? Is it going to be a Chipotle? Starbucks, Popeyes, you name it. A recent report by 42 Freeway said that they were able to confirm that it is going to be a Chipotle, and I think the nearest one is in Mays Landing, right by the Hammonton Mall. I have not independently verified. I haven't seen anything on Chipotle's website, but it does seem to be the case that it is going to be Chipotle. So, at the very least, something will be moving in there shortly, and hopefully, this will put an end to all of the speculation that seems to pop up every 3 to 5 business days online.
So, do we have opinions about Chipotle? And I will say honestly, I have never been to one. I feel like we have such great Mexican food in town. I don't need to leave for Mexican food. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I
I've
have
always.
never.
Oh, go ahead, Joe. Go
No,
ahead.
you by all means.
I've always been of the mindset that strip of while the Hammontonians enjoy it, is really a rest stop for people who are coming down 206 or 30 on their way to the shore. And I think I like it because I don't like vacant buildings ever. They tend to burn down around here, and
They do.
I'm a fan of renewal. And I do think it's a trade up. Why not like take the Wendy's that was of its era and now put in the Chipotle, which is of its era? We're now looking at that strip. They recently redid the Burger King. They some years ago redid the McDonald's. I mean, they redid the Taco Bell. There does seem to be improvement. Even the diner had a whole retro redo
Yeah.
Dunkin'
some years ago.
Donuts.
Right. So I mean, there's investment being made by these bigger corporate entities, and I think it's a good
23 actually. The diner's redo was 23 years ago.
thing. Okay.
If they com- they completed it just in time for the new Spider-Man movie to come out. If you got a
That's
question
good.
about
Good
that,
of you to remember it that way.
yeah,
I
Nerd.
guess it's newer to me because I remember the old diner so well
yeah,
still, and the way
yeah,
that looked. But yeah, I guess 23 years have gone by. That's pretty amazing.
yeah, yeah. So they're about due. But I've never eaten at a Chipotle. Um, I don't see that it will impact positively or negatively any of the Mexican restaurants around town in such the same way that Taco Bell hasn't. I don't think there's anyone who, or at least in this area, who would look at Taco Bell and say, "That's some good Mexican food." No, that's Taco Bell. Just no one is going to go and say, I had said to you the other day, Gina, boy, McDonald's is a great roadside grill. No, it's McDonald's. Um, this is Chipotle. Maybe it counts as, I think they tout themselves as Southwest. So, okay. Will I give it a shot when they open? Sure. Am I excited that something is going in there? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Uh, We also have a relocation from the Whitehorse Pike coming downtown. Gabe, what's going on?
There is a lot of people know the area of the downtown where the former Lynn Chris hardware store was. And now that area is going to be receiving a new Mexican grocery store. So, Advantage Commercial is saying that a specialty grocery store did find a new location in Atlantic County after leasing space in downtown Hammonton at the former Lincrest hardware store. So, the um, Abarates El Mariachi is going to move from its current location on the White Horse Pike to 127 Bellevue Avenue. There's going to be a full renovation to create modern finishes, an improved layout, and amenities that will better serve the needs of the community with a projected opening date in September. So, according to Vantage Commercial Vice President and partner Ken Richardson and Senior Advisor John Doss, who represented both parties in the long-term lease, which also provides the grocer with greater visibility, easier access, and for residents, and double the size of its current space. They say that this new location places the market in the center of town, which will allow them to better serve Hamilton's growing population. It's a win for the business community, they say, and a valuable addition to the town's thriving retail landscape. So we all know that downtown revitalization has been a priority. Two doors down, we have talked about the urgent care center that was placed there from Regional. So now this is going to be apparently a not just being placed there, but they're going to do some renovations. It sounds like major renovations to the space. So what do we think about this addition to the downtown area?
I think it's ambitious that they're looking to have their major renovations done by September. Here we are at the end of July. You're talking about a month turning an old hardware store into a grocery store, which is going to require refrigeration, the whole nine. So if they can get it done, I'll be very impressed by that.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of benefits for having a bodega or a small grocery store right in the downtown. Oh, it'll be good for shop owners or people who want to grab something for lunch or need a snack. So I think that'll be a benefit. The Wawa's right there. But still,
For
this will
now,
be, yeah, for now. Right, Joe.
for
Absolutely.
now,
And
and
Yeah.
and
there are two existing, at least two existing groceries. Really three if you count further up 12th Street. So the question is, do we have a surplus of them by having four in a, let's call it a three-block area? That's the only question I had. It seems
well,
like
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
there's
Horizon's
very
right
few.
there, but they used to be downtown at
yeah,
more like on Bellevue, I should say,
Right.
at the
Where,
corner of Bellevue and Egg
yeah,
Harbor Road.
yeah, where
correct.
Mariachi Loco is now. And this is the first grocery store that's going to be in that stretch of Bellevue since they moved to where Cumberland Farms used to be.
Right. Correct.
Is that where
That
Cumberland Farms was?
That's
it
where
was.
Cumberland Farms
Oh,
was.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
And then
Uh,
after that, it was Elusive Images.
Yes,
right.
that's what I remembered as elusive images.
This is
Yeah.
before the sort of plaza looking thing
Hmm.
now is a freestanding building
When it
at one
became
time.
DeMarco's Pizza and all that
Yeah, when
plaza.
that all happened, they built out from
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's good if you're looking for certain specialty foods. It'll be good to have. Well, like we have Bagliani's for the specialty Italian food.
Mm.
This will be good to have for the specialty Mexican food right there. Horizon Market, I think that family is more Dominican. So, there's different foods within different cultures. So let's see what happens. And
And
hopefully everyone's happy.
and to be fair, one of the markets that was long-standing has closed now, which was on Egg Harbor Road. Uh, as you went out of
Yeah.
town, that
Yeah.
on the left-hand side, that's next to Dynamic Detailing. That's no longer in business. So
Yeah. And
you're
then,
trading one off.
yeah. And then you have La Valletta right down in between Bagliani's and First
Yeah,
Road.
that's the one off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. So on 12th Street, La Valletta. Right. So
Mhm.
you do have that one, but you lost one. So maybe it all shakes out that way.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. And now we just need to keep an eye on the White Horse Pike location to see what goes in there.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe a Chipotle.
Whether
Just kidding.
whether it's it's a new market downtown or just a feeling that it's time for a change, finding the right place matters. If you're buying and selling in South Jersey, there's only one place to call.
And that is Crowley and Carr Real Estate, Gina. If you're looking to buy or sell your home or commercial property in South Jersey, call Phil Carr, owner of Crowley and Carr Real Estate. Crowley and Carr is the best place in town to find the best place in town. Call them at 609 561 0505 or go to Facebook or Instagram.
Thanks, Gabe. So, Joe, do you have all the details on the different National Night Out events? Because there's a bunch of little towns around us, and most of them have some level of National Night Out. Can you tell us what's going on?
Absolutely, I can do that. Um, National Night Out is traditionally held on one night a year throughout the nation. Um, we're in South Jersey, so we do things a little bit differently, but there are going to be three local celebrations on August 5th. First one, Buena Vista Township will hold theirs from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Michael Debbie Park, 315 Cedar Avenue in Richland. They'll have vendors, first responder tables, and vehicles, including EMS, state police, fire, and forest fire. Concessions and a fireworks display at dusk hosted by the Special Events Committee, and entertainment by local favorite DJ Nikki G. Winslow Township's National Night Out will also be on August 5th at 6 p.m. at the Winslow Township Municipal Complex, 125 South Route 73 in Braddock. There will be free hot dogs, chips, candy, water ice, games, giveaways, music, game trucks, bounce houses, and local organizations. That night, we'll also see Waterford Township's National Night Out. They will hold theirs from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. at their municipal building at 2131 Auburn Avenue in Atco. There will be raffles, free giveaways, free bounce houses. I'm assuming free admission to bounce houses, and they're not just going to give them away. Food vendors and live entertainment by Suitcase Murphy, along with representatives from the Waterford Township Police Foundation, Project Save, and Volunteers of America. On August 7th, Mullica Township will have their National Night Out and Hometown Celebration from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Mullica Township Rec Field, 4968 Baseball Lane, with vendors, food trucks, live music, kids zone complete with a petting zoo, live demos, and this is sponsored by the Mullica Township Police Department and the Mullica Township Municipal Alliance. And because we do things a little different in Hammonton, our National Night Out will be on Friday, August 15th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Hammonton High School, 566 Old Forks Road, with vendors, food trucks, first responders and their vehicles, entertainment, games, and a fireworks show at dusk. I know in previous years we have had demonstrations by the New Jersey State Police helicopter. So there's going to be a lot going on for National Night Out within the surrounding towns, and at the very least, we have the opportunity to attend at least 3 separate ones because they're not on the same night.
Yeah, that's fun. I think that's a good idea. I guess they have to spread it out because there's only so many fireworks vendors. There's only so many bounce house vendors. I think there's a
Yeah,
gajillion hot dog vendors, but still, if you want the good one, you know who to call. You know?
yeah, that's
Right.
exactly it.
It's a nice way to bridge the gap between the community and law enforcement and the other EMS. And I think
hmm
this has become now ingrained in the sort of local landscape and calendar. So it's something people look forward to, especially people with kids.
Yeah.
I like when the police and the fire department do like a tug of war or some
Yeah,
sort of competition. That's
hmm
fun.
it's nice.
Yeah, that's always a good time.
And the police dogs sometimes come out, and it's very civic minded community night, and it's just a pleasant way to spend an evening. It's also on the Feast of the Assumption this year, so I don't know. We don't do that procession anymore, but that's what I know August 15th for.
Mm.
Yeah.
But that is just me. Will you guys be heading there, do you think?
I usually go every year.
For the free
Um,
hot dogs?
I have never had a free hot dog at Hammonton's National Night Out,
See that?
um, but I do go for the fireworks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll definitely
Well,
support it. Definitely support it.
absolutely. I don't know if you guys saw online, but the Hamilton Lake has been restocked with feeder fish. According to the town, they received a delivery of 15,000 golden shiners from the Hackettstown State Fish Hatchery. This was posted last week. I believe it was on Thursday. And these little fishies are used to feed the fish that are in our lake already. They're very tiny. They showed them pictures of them online. They're not really big. They're like little bitty fishies. And like, go, can you bring them home, put them in a fish tank? Probably not. But they're super cute. And I think it's really interesting that we need to do that. And I always found it fascinating that our lake has to be stocked. It's not self sustaining. Was it ever self sustaining, guys? Do you know?
It's an artificial one, so I don't know if it was ever self-sustaining. They've been restocking them for as long as I can remember. Gabe?
It was a swamp area. They dammed it up, had a little stream going through it, created the lake. I don't know if I wouldn't call it self-sustaining, but they stock that lake with fish every year. Yeah, of different
And
kinds at different times.
if we can just circle back to your intro for just a second, when you said fish being flung into the lake, am I the only one who got a mental image of the Muppet New Zealand
Yes,
tossing fish everywhere?
tossing fish like him on yeah
Just picture they
him on a
called that
boat.
guy up and he just starts throwing them all over the
hi-
place.
Him on a boat out there in the lake in the red,
Yep.
the collar.
Well, it's not like I think, the town employees are out there like throwing them in one by one. They have like a big truck. They have them in there. They put them in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's. I
just
mean,
that was the image that I got.
Yeah, no, it's not like,
I'm glad we
you
do
know,
this. We have a lot of anglers. I think Teresi likes to fish. Our assemblyman, Michael Teresi, and other people love to fish, and they use the lake, and these fish are a different kind of fish, but we do stock the lake with different kind of
the bigger fish.
bigger
Yeah.
fish, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole hatchery. There's a whole process. I just think it's interesting, and it's like, okay, it's time to feed the fish. Let's go get thousands of fish from the hatchery. You know what I mean? It's very cool.
Yeah,
Well, if you
That's
need
it.
glasses to see the fish in the lake, I think there's only one place in town that you can go, right, Gabe?
yeah. These fish are small, so you might need your glasses.
All
It's
three of us
Hammonton.
do.
See Hammonton Family Eye Care for routine and medical eye care for all ages, from glasses to contacts to eye exams and more. Visit Hammonton Family Eye Care at Peachtree Plaza, 80 South Whitehorse Pike in Hammonton. Call 609-567-7479 or go to hammontonfamilyeyecare.com.
Gabe, at the end of August is an annual celebration that's been organized for nearly 70 years by the Puerto Rican Civic Association. What is going
Yes.
on towards the end of this month?
The Puerto Rican Festival is put on by the Puerto Rican Civic Association Civic Club. Um, 66 years this has been going on. So there are a few dates. I will give you the dates. Sunday, August 24th, there will be a mass at 12 p.m. at Our Lady of Mount uh, Carmel Church. Um, Immediately following the service, there'll be a flag raising ceremony at the Hammonton Town Hall. At 3 o'clock, there'll be uh, DJ Tutti Ramirez Sonido Clave at Puerto Rican Civic Club. And Friday, August 29th, it's more of the entertainment. They'll have from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., there'll be a band, then a DJ. Saturday, August 30th, again from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. this time, um, there'll be a band and a DJ. And then Sunday, August 31st, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m., a band and a DJ again. And these are all different DJs and bands. There's a couple who repeat, but this is at the most of the event is taking place at the Puerto Rican Civic Club at 367 Old Forks Road in Hammonton. And if you want more information, you should contact Edwin Negroni at 609-226-9300.
I've always liked the flag raising event at the town hall when they march up from 3rd Street and they have the Jeeps, and
Hmm?
some of the women are dressed very beautifully in the dresses and everything. It's just a really nice day, and then there's always a good speech or two. That's been very special over the years.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed. Besides that, the food afterwards.
Yeah, good.
Oh, good heavens! Yes, the food. If you've never been, go. You will not be disappointed. It's delicious, and much like the Feast of Our Lady of Mount Carmel, I tend to eat too much of it, and my wallet and my waistline are not happy with me afterwards. But hey, I'm supporting a local organization.
That's a good cover.
Yeah, that's your cover. I
That's my
think
Speaking
cover. Yeah.
I think the pride of place and of the people is always amazing. Like Gina said at the flag raising ceremony and at the club. And I think the nice thing is that we have so many different ethnic backgrounds in Hammonton that you can have that flavor, whether it's the actual food, like Joe said, or the music, or the just the camaraderie. I love these outdoor festivals in the summer. They really make the summer go
Hmm.
by. The only thing I say to myself about talking about this is that I always associate this festival with sort of the end of the summer, and it's right around the tail end of
Hmm.
August, and so it does tend to remind me, hey, things are moving along here, and fall is on its way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they always
Nice.
play dominoes, and I'm like, "Oh, man, I wish I understood how to play dominoes." I always had dominoes as a kid, but I didn't understand how to play, and the guys who are playing it look like they're having a great time.
Yeah, they always.
It's a good celebration, and that I love that we've been doing this for nearly 70 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In sad news, a former Waterford Township police officer has passed away at the age of 30. Shay Stephen McCusker passed away suddenly on June 28th. He was just 30 years old, according to his obituary on the Bradley Funeral Home website. He attended Cherokee High School before attending Keene University, where he graduated with a criminal justice degree. He then graduated from the Canton County Police Academy at the top of his class and went on to join the Waterford Township Police Department. According to the obituary, he wanted to be a police officer to emulate his father since he was just 5 years old. When life took him in a different direction, he followed his fiancee Kelly for a wonderful opportunity to live briefly in Dallas, Texas, and then when upon returning to New Jersey, he began a new career with Paycom. He is survived by his fiance, his family, his friends, and the family celebrated his life in earlier in July. Again, I saw this online. I was like, man, so young. And for the Waterford Township Police Department, it doesn't matter how long he was there, he was still a member of their organization.
Mhm.
That always hits a little differently, and just very sad to see someone so young passing.
Yeah.
yeah, we're sorry for their loss, of course.
Yes.
In every community, we all need strong support and clear boundaries. If your yard needs a little of both, who do we need to count on, Joe?
That would be Masterwire Fence. For more than 40 years, Masterwire Manufacturing Fence Company has been providing the South Jersey and tri state area with residential and commercial fence supplies and services. Whether you're looking for quality products to do it yourself or are in need of a trustworthy fencing company to install your fence, they've got you covered. Masterwire Manufacturing Fence Company provides the highest quality products and customer service to each and every person who walks through their doors or gives them a call. Contact Masterwire at 609 567 1616 or visit their website at masterwirefence.net.
Thanks, Joe. I saw that there's a new display or showcase at the Noyes Museum of Art Gallery in Kramer Hall on Front Street. Gabe,
There
what are the
is.
details?
There is, Gina. There's the Noise Artist Members Showcase is being held from July 7th, which obviously has started already, to September 19th of this year. They held an opening reception on July 17th. And what it is the Noise Artist Member Showcase is the 2025 edition of the Noise Artist Member Exhibition, which highlights the diverse, talented group of artist members of the Noise Museum of Art of Stockton University. You can experience a rich array of paintings, sculptures, mixed media, fiber art, and digital art throughout the Noise galleries at Kramer Hall in Hammonton, New Jersey. Now, we know that as the Stockton building on Front Street. So if you're wondering where is the noise, where are the noise galleries? They're on the first floor, generally, of the Stockton building of Stockton University. Each participating artist is from the tri-state area whose active studio practice balances curiosity and expertise. So that's coming up. That's ongoing right now since July 7th, and it will run until again September 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really beautiful. I looked at the guide and there were a couple of Hammonton artists on there, so that's special.
Hmm.
And it looks all different. It's not all samey. So if you love art and you want something different to go do, go take a wander through. It'll be air conditioned and they're always very friendly at the Noise Museum.
They're always very friendly, and they always have interesting exhibits. Um, I've never seen one there that hasn't captured my attention.
Yeah, and as Gina said, if you look at the guide online, you'll see artists from throughout the area and artists from Hammonton as well uh, that are featured in this. So it's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah.
So I was at home the other day and I get a text alert and I'm like, what is this? And it warned me that I was going to lose my license because of unpaid traffic tickets. And I'm like, I don't think I have any unpaid traffic tickets. So then I was like, I ignored it because I'm like, I don't have any. So then I was on the Atlantic County Sheriff's Office Facebook page and it said, this is a scam. I'm like, oh, called it. So if you get this scam and it says New Jersey Department of Vehicles, final notice, enforcement penalties begin on whatever date, our records show that as of today, you still have an outstanding traffic ticket. In accordance with New Jersey Code 15C-16.003, if you don't complete payment by XYZ date, we will take the following actions. And basically, you're screwed, is what it's saying in this thing, if you put it bluntly, and you need to pay immediately to avoid license suspension and further legal disputes. Reply why and reopen this message to click the link or copy it to your browser. According to the sheriff's office, don't do this. This is a scam. If you know that you have a ticket, pay the ticket or go to court. Don't think you're going to get a text message like this. Is basically what the sheriff's office is saying.
Or
Have you,
by now, we all know logically that government agencies do not shoot you a text message. They will send you a letter. They'll show up at your house. They're not going to text you and say, pay us the monies. We know this logically. And yet there's still a part of us that sees this and panics for a second. And that's what they capitalize on.
Absolutely. They're not alone. Let's go down the list. You don't need new siding and a roof for your house. You're not selling your house. You don't need to buy solar, and your grandkid did not get kidnapped over in Europe.
Yeah.
So
And you don't have outstanding Easy Pass from Colorado because you've never been there. You don't even
right.
have Easy Pass.
And so at some point, just use common sense and
Yeah.
understand that a lot of this stuff is just, if not a scam, a sales approach, or whatever you want to call it, but it's not.
it's
Uh,
preying on your
it's not real.
weaknesses.
Yeah.
And it's just keep be wary when you hear or get these texts or whatever, for sure.
Yeah.
And check online, report it, reach out to the local police department, let them know, say, hey, does this sound appropriate? And they will let you know, no, ma'am, that sounds like a scam.
Yeah.
Or
And
no, that is a legitimate thing. You need to go do something about that.
yeah. And always check the spelling, check the department names. Like this says
Yeah.
New Jersey Department of Vehicles, MVC. It's the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission.
Yeah.
Always double check the names.
Yeah.
And they don't even refer to them. Like the first one is report to the DMV violation database. New Jersey doesn't use DMV. It's always
It's MVC.
MVC. Always.
You're right. We celebrate life in so many ways through art, memory, and connection. And in moments of loss, it helps to have someone walk with you. That's why we're proud to be supported by Marinella Funeral Home.
That's correct, Gina. And Marinella Funeral Home has been serving the community since 1962 and has been family owned and operated for 3 generations. Marinella Funeral Home provides individually designed burial, cremation, and pre planned funeral services to meet the needs of each family. Ask them about how pre planning provides true peace of mind to your family. Contact the Marinello Funeral Home located at 102 North 3rd Street in Hammonton at 609 561 1311.
Thank you. We all know the economy has not been the best for a lot of people, and there's still a need of food and other supplies. And that's why every month there is a food drive in town at the carnival grounds. Last month we didn't have it, but it's back for this month according to the calendar. Joe, when is it going to be?
Yeah. The Hope Exists Foundation will hold its next Hammonton food distribution on August 7th from 11 a.m. to noon at the Our Lady of Mount Carmel Society Carnival Grounds, 1 Mount Carmel Lane. If you or someone you know is in need of food assistance, please register at https://smpl.is/7sji7 before you arrive. Uh, and that information is available on their Facebook page. In case you can't write that down, I wouldn't. Present the code to a volunteer when you attend. Food distribution traditionally takes place on the first Thursday of the month at 11 a.m., rain or shine, while supplies last. And the Hope Exists Foundation has been doing this for quite some time now, last several years, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just about every single. I don't think it was held last month because there was so much hustle and bustle around the carnival grounds, but it's every month they hold it, and it's always if you happen to drive by and you look at the amount of people, you can see that there is absolutely a need that they are helping to address there.
Yeah, Joe's right, and it's a very good community outreach for a very needed reason, which is combating hunger, and no one should go
Mm-hmm.
hungry. And so the thing is, when we see those lines of cars, I see what they say hope in that people are getting the food they need for the week, and it makes your heart goes out to those people because they no one should go hungry in the United States, and so we're doing our best as a county to try and combat that, which is a good thing.
Absolutely. The Atlantic County Police Training Center held its graduation on July 24th for its latest class, I should say it that way. This was held at the Convention Center in Atlantic City. Hammonton and Egg Harbor City, it looks like, are both hiring officers out of this graduating class. Hammonton is excited to welcome Patrolman Matthew Lawler, and he just recently graduated. And Egg Harbor City is welcoming their newest police officer, James Pillay. So congratulations to both new officers. We wish you a lot of luck in your careers, and we hope you're happy with both of your departments. This is exciting stuff.
Yes, it is. If I'm not mistaken, I think Matthew Lawler was officially hired at the last council meeting pending his graduation from the academy. So this is good to see.
Yeah, it's
It's
good to see them adding to their roles and expanding their offerings as people retire, other things that happen. So this is a good thing.
Hmm?
it reinvigorates the departments. You have to have uh, institutional memory and long-term people who have been there for years, but you have to have new blood and fresh legs, and I think this accomplishes both of those things.
Yeah.
Okay. In Hamilton, we welcome new officers with open arms and maybe a sandwich or two. If you're looking for a hero of the hoagie variety,
Oh,
there's only one place to go.
At Bagliani's Market, they always say we treat our customers like family with a variety of custom cut meats, farm fresh produce, delicious cheeses, a full deli, and more. Bagliani's Market has something for everyone. They are famous for their wide variety of authentic Italian specialty products. Try their Italian bread and rolls, prepared foods, and homemade pasta. Follow their social media for weekly loyalty reward promos. Bagliani's Market is located at 417 12th Street in Hammonton. Call 609 561 0693 or visit Facebook and Instagram for more information. And I would be remiss if I didn't say that, as the oddballs out there know, it's lunch meat, not cold cuts at Bagliani's, and it is a hoagie, not a hero sandwich.
Always.
Back to you, Gina.
You're losing friends, Gabe. You're losing friends close
I
to
don't
you.
think so. I think I'm gaining them.
Where are you sleeping tonight?
At
At Bagliani's Market.
Bagliani's Market, where they treat me like family.
Well, it turns out that DNA really is the way to find your killers in this world. And it's not just because I watched too much Criminal Minds or NCIS. A cold case was solved according to a press release based on DNA, and this cold case dates back to the early 1990s. Gabe, do you have the details from the Atlantic County Prosecutor's Office?
I do. I have a release from them, and I'm just going to go straight from the release.
Sure.
On Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025, Eddie Sykes, 55, of Mullica Township, New Jersey, was charged with the first-degree murder, first-degree felony murder, and first-degree aggravated sexual assault of Evelyn Caez, 23, at the time of her death, also of Mullica Township. And here are the facts, according to the release. On October 12th, 1991, at approximately 7:30 a.m., the Mullica Township Police Department responded to 1 West Lakeview Drive. In Mullica Township, police located Caez, who was deceased, in the kitchen of her residence. It was determined that Caez died as a result of stab wounds, and the manner of death was homicide. This investigation has remained active over the years and reevaluated for additional forensic testing. In September of 2023, the New Jersey State Police Office of Forensic Sciences re-examined forensic evidence from the crime scene resubmitted by the Atlantic County Prosecutor's Office. In January 2024, this additional forensic examination resulted in the detection of DNA on the victim's underwear. The DNA evidence on the underwear was identified as belonging to Eddie Sykes. Sykes was initially interviewed in 1991 and denied knowing the victim. An eyewitness placed him riding his bicycle in circles outside the victim's house on the night of the murder. Sykes is currently serving a prison sentence of 30 years to life in New Jersey State Prison for a 1992 homicide that occurred in Burlington County, New Jersey. This incident is currently being investigated by the Atlantic County Prosecutor's Office's Major Crimes Unit, the New Jersey State Police Office of Forensic Sciences, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and Mullica Township Police Department have also assisted in this investigation. So, just a reminder, these charges are merely an accusation and not proof of guilt. In all criminal cases, a charged defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty.
Thanks, Gabe. I'm glad that they're finding resolution to this. It's sad that it's taken this long, but at least there is resolution and some level of justice for the woman and her family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so sad.
It is. It's not overly surprising, unfortunately. Do you remember the 1992 murder in question, Gabe? It was a former Hammonton resident, Lisa Mimone. That's what Eddie Sykes is in prison for. His father actually was a junkman in Newtonville forever, and I think every farmer in Hammonton knew Freddie Sykes. So when all of this came out with Eddie, it was a shock. And I believe he was actually up for parole when these new charges were filed. So I have to imagine that he was denied parole for that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I when you mentioned it just now, of course, it refreshed my recollection on why he was in prison to begin with.
Yeah.
And just again, you say to yourself, everyone obviously is innocent until proven guilty. But if it is the case he murdered 2 people, that is just a horrifying story.
Yeah. Very.
Yeah, it's just awful. There's a lot of articles online about this situation, so everyone can read into it more, but I don't know anything. This is pre me living in New Jersey. I was still living in New York at the time.
No,
But
I remember that crime, not the one for which he was recently charged, but I remember the Lisa Mimone when it happened. We all knew Freddie forever. the father, and I know Lisa's mother. So
Yeah. In a much lighter news, the 4-H fair is getting ready to kick off, and this is for Atlantic County. This is an annual event. Joe, when should people get ready to head down to the 4-H fair?
the 2025 Atlantic County 4-H Fair will be held on August 8th and 9th at the Atlantic County 4-H Fairgrounds, 3210 Route 50 in Mays Landing. Admission is free, but parking is $5. Now, the fair is open from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. on the 8th and from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. on the 9th. The rides don't open that day until noon. There will be a car show on the 8th and a baby parade, a pet parade, a pie eating / watermelon contest, and a chicken barbecue on the 9th. Now, for the baby parade, there will be four
Talking about
categories.
babies.
That's
For the
right.
baby parade, there will be 4 categories: fancy decorated, which presents a whole lot of interesting images, cartoon / character / funny, nursery rhyme / fairy tales, and the 4-H fair theme, which is 4-Hers are kind to others. Registration is from 11:30 to 12:15 that day when lineup starts, and the parade begins at 12:30 sharp. For more information about the fair, call 609-625-0056 or email ac4hfairgrounds@gmail.com.
I have never been to the 4-H fair, and I kind of want to go because I'm curious to see what it's all about. Is there a lot of farm stuff? Is it just like a fair? What's going to be happening? I want to know more.
I haven't been to the 4-H fair since I was a kid, but I remember there was a petting zoo. There were animals, little bunnies and pigs and goats and so forth. There was like a whole room or tent dedicated. I think there were steam engines. I just remember engines everywhere. And I remember it being a good time, but I haven't gone in ages. So maybe I'll have to um, remedy that.
I looked online to the exhibit guide, and there's like a food preservation exhibit, a food baked goods and hobbies and crafts and livestock and poultry. And for me, one of my favorite musicals is State Fair, the Rodgers and Hammerstein musical. It's phenomenal. It's not very popular, but I love it. And I could sing most of the songs for you, not well, but I could.
Go ahead.
No, thank you. And
Oh,
so I would like to go just to see if it's like that movie and it's in my mind because I feel like the 4-H fair is very much a throwback kind of event.
Yeah, I've never been to one. That's not true. Actually, now I'll revise that. Um, I did attend one probably going back almost 30 years ago. Um, and they do have everything Joe said, livestock and everything like that. I do like a good chicken barbecue. I'm not gonna
mm-hmm.
lie. I mean, there's
You do.
something about that whole popping open the little container and enjoying your chicken dinner. So I or lunch, as the case may be. So there's a lot of stuff. The sounds and smells and of a great chicken barbecue is always fun at that event. Little thing says summer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very much.
Yep.
I know. Well, between prize pigs and pony rides, it's easy to forget life throws curveballs. For those moments in life when you need a little backup, you just need to call Diversified Insurance.
Absolutely. Diversified insurance for all your commercial and personal insurance needs. They are a value added firm. They provide unsurpassed service, consult with you to determine your needs, and offer you a choice of insurance plans and programs. They're a value hunter who can find the best combination of coverage, service, and price. Contact them today at 609-567-7771 or visit their website at diversifiedinsuranceofnj.com.
I don't know if you guys have been in any retail stores lately, but they have their back to school stuff out. I'm talking about the notebooks, the pencils, the crayons, the backpacks. Have you noticed?
Oh, I think they've been out since Christmas.
Yeah. Back to school,
Yeah,
kids.
yeah. Just saying. Yeah.
The Spirit
Well,
Halloween signs are up too, Gina. So
fair. Well, the Waterford Township Civic and Events Association is collecting donations in their back to school supply drive. They are looking for everything from backpacks to pens to pencils, notebooks, folders, calculators, glue, crayons, markers, rulers, erasers, and everything in between. Drop off locations include the Waterford Township Municipal Building, Christ the Redeemer Church, Echo Assembly of God Church, Echo Presbyterian Church, the Echo United Methodist Church, and the Waterford Township Public Library. And this is all items that will benefit the Waterford Township school students. And then they're going to have a pickup of supplies on August 16th at the Echo Senior Center from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And they are accepting donations through August 15th. And the children must be present at the pickup. So again, economy is not always the best. People need help. If you could donate some supplies, it'll go a long way and really benefit the students of Waterford Township.
Yeah.
Yeah, the generosity of people. We keep talking about that in this week's show. On this week's show, that there's places people can go and get help, and
Yeah.
whether it be food or whether it be materials for their kids for school. So it's a great thing they're doing.
Yeah. And I mean, isn't that really what we're supposed to be doing anyway? Helping
Sure,
each other out when we can.
sure.
Did
hope.
you notice that paste wasn't on that list? Do kids not use paste anymore? This stuff didn't really work, but it's not there.
And it tasted terrible on top of that.
Who ate it?
I am
Joe,
I am
obviously.
Yeah, you're talking about the stuff that came with the lid and the little red stick, and it was
Yeah.
all lumpy and clumpy, and when you put paper together, it was all gnarled. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No,
Why would you eat that?
it
Did
was
you eat
non.
Play-Doh too?
No, no, no. I did go to school with kids who ate paste, and I smelled it, and that was enough for me to not want to eat it. But that's why they make these things non-toxic.
Yeah,
So,
you hope anyway. I will
well,
say, I don't think people
that's
ate
why.
Play-Doh. Was that even a thing? I don't think
I
people.
don't know. You can make it look edible.
Play-Doh was salty.
Oh my God! Apparently, people
I tasted
did
it. Yeah,
eat
what do you want from me?
Play-Doh
I was like 4, you know?
when you weren't busy sniffing glue. I'm guessing.
I was
Well,
dropped on my head when I was a child. What do you want from me?
Oh my
clearly,
god, I'm so tired of that story.
Well,
clearly.
it stares
Well,
me in the face every morning. So,
oh,
Ugh.
there is a legitimate reason for this
mhm.
stuff. Apparently,
Joe and Gabe, what kind of mugs are you using today?
I don't know. I got it at Goodwill. I,
Jersey, I just gave another one out. Like people were selling them, but occasionally to our sponsors and other people, we try to hook them up with a little bit of the merch because they're helping support what we're doing. And everybody loves the mugs. They love them. They love
mhm.
all the merch, and I don't want to get ahead of that, but that's what we're both using today, the Jersey Oddcast mug, which
Well,
is
where
great.
do people get their mugs so they can be cool like you and Joe?
We've got mugs, and we don't just have mugs. You know, we've got a lot of other stuff. We got
Yeah.
tumblers, magnets, T-shirts, and of course hats in 2 different colors. And we can people can find it all at jersey-oddcast.printify.me,
That's awesome. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that.
and they can outfit their kids for back to school.
Fair enough.
Uh,
For this week's New Jersey odds and ends, I did not think to talk about Ozzy Osbourne having his first concert in the United States at Rowan University, then Glasgow State.
Mhm.
Joe's very disappointed in me.
I
but
am of
but you got it in anyway.
you. You did, and thank you for that. It was my old alma mater. They had it in I believe it was in the gymnasium at the time. They were supposed
Well,
to arrive at 8. They arrived at 11:30. Blew out the sound system in the gym, half a campus, and all around town. And that is how Black Sabbath made their debut in the United States.
yeah,
Jersey
no truth
Strong.
to the rumor that Ozzy bit off the head of an owl. That's the
Oh my
mascot,
god.
Gina.
Yeah.
I'll take your word
Props.
on that. I don't know
The
anything
profs.
about.
Did you say owl? Take your word for that.
Oh,
Oh, I did not.
oh.
I did not.
So
Go props.
instead of Ozzy, what do you got, Gina?
Disco fries, and I
Mm.
love disco fries. And according to the internet, where all things are true,
Ha!
disco fries originated in the 1970s at New Jersey diners. originated in diners like the TikTok Diner in Clifton as a late night snack after partying or time at the club, or as the kids say, the club. Made from
Do
thick
they?
cut fries topped with brown beef gravy and shredded mozzarella cheese or American cheese. Is it a variation on poutine? Maybe, but it's a savory classic still found on menus across New Jersey. Now, for me, I like the fries and I like the gravy. I don't need the cheese and I want the gravy on the side, but that is just because I'm picky and I don't like soggy fries.
Yeah.
I remember ordering that before I even knew that disco fries were a thing. You order cheese fries with brown gravy on top because that was delicious. And then finally, I think the term disco fries made its way down here. I'm like, this is a weird
That
term.
took a
But,
long time to get down to from Clifton.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like 20 years
yeah.
from the.
But no, I mean, they've been a favorite staple of mine for, God, since I was in high school. Cheese fries with brown gravy. Just go to town on them. And I'm sorry, you need to have it all together on one plate because the mess is part of the process.
It's
Oh,
messy,
without
it's
that.
soggy, you're going to get it on your shirt.
Yeah. If you were ordering these after you went to the club, brown gravy on your shirt was probably the least offensive thing on your shirt. So you were fine.
What were
You
you
know,
doing at the club, Joe?
yeah, at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you spill a drink, somebody has too many, and you're holding their hair and it splashes on you. It happens. So then you go to the diner afterwards, you get some cheese fries, brown gravy, maybe an omelet. It's good to
Sop
go.
it up.
Back when you could go to a diner at 3 o'clock in the morning and order these things.
Yeah.
I
Ah, the
think the
halcyon days of
TikTok
yore.
Diner is still open late, I think.
I think so. And they're good. I like the TikTok. Been there a couple of times. I think the one in Clifton is even better than its counterpart in Manhattan, which is in the ground floor of the New Yorker. But the Clifton one, it's delicious.
Look at
Even
that.
if they do call it Taylor ham.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well,
Yeah.
Gabe, pre-celiac, were you a disco fry fan?
I would eat disco fries. I mean, can't have the gravy now, but uh, I, I still like cheese fries, but I don't have them that often.
No. If your basement's bubbling, a hoodie or a shirt from our merch shop won't save you. For the kind of backup nobody wants to talk about, who do the oddballs need to call?
They should call Demiglio Septic and Quality Sanitation. They are here for a variety of services, including septic pump out, grease trap service, high pressure jetting, portable toilets, and more. Call 609 561 3597 or go to demiglioseptic.com for Demiglio Septic, or call 609 561 4666 for Quality Sanitation. Experience the Demiglio difference, a promise of superior service, quality, and reliability.
Every week I feel like we talk about something that has to do with water and I feel like it's done now to torture Joe and I don't mean to do it.
Uh-huh.
But there is a regatta coming up that I will never participate in because I do not want to drown. There is a cardboard regatta coming up and Gabe has all of the details.
I do. This past weekend was Night in Venice in Ocean City. Those boats were boats. This is not that, but it is the opposite. It is a cardboard, literally, regatta. And I think um, it's Sweetwater Yacht Club and Sweetwater Marina and River Deck that are putting this on. This is 7th Avenue in Sweetwater, obviously, Mullica Township. You can get tickets. Um, so they basically call this the annual Great Race on the Mighty Mullica. And the schedule of events is as follows: 10 o'clock a.m. check-in, 10:30 a.m. boat inspection, captains and crew safety check, 11:30 a.m. boat launch start. So the categories are single person, and the entry must be an adult over 18 years old, family, adults, and children over 6 years old. An adult must accompany all children. There will be prizes, and there's a set of rules you can find online. The number one rule is that the boat is to be made out of cardboard and duct tape only. So, like I
And this
said,
is Sunday, August 3rd, correct?
Sunday, August 3rd is the event date. Correct. Thank you for that. I gave you the times, and if you have any questions, please contact Ed McAllister at 609-214-0625. So if you can imagine sort of the water version of sometimes in winter when you have those cardboard things that go down, you know, uh, a sledding type of hill or a mountain, and it's the same idea, but it's on water. So this is, I think, a fun event for anyone who wants to get involved, get creative, put some things together, and put together your best cardboard boat and give it a float. What do you guys think?
I think we need a bigger boat. I don't know.
I think
50 years later.
the closest I get to a regatta is regatta cookies. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. Joe's not going to be on the water anytime soon unless it's with a big life jacket.
yeah, no, not unless I'm sitting in a puddle. I am always amazed how watertight, how sturdy people are able to make these boats. I guess you just do cardboard and you just completely cover it in duct tape. But I am impressed that they are able to be seaworthy, even if it's for 10 or 15 seconds, that they can actually travel distances in these things. So, more power to you. It is not for me.
It's not for me either. I enjoy living, and I am afraid of drowning. And I know that I am not the kind of craftsman that will make a seaworthy boat out of cardboard.
Oh God, no, no.
No, but it seems like good, clean fun. That's what I
Steve,
like
why don't
about it.
you go? Let's see what happens.
I don't think I'm the guy
Oh,
you want in a cardboard boat
Oh,
by
I think
any
you might be the
means.
kind of guy with your lunch meat comments that I would like in
Yeah,
a cardboard boat.
look at that. That's more like a cardboard box, I think. But I would say, look, it sounds like a lot of fun. It's just good summer fun, and I love these wacky contests that just
yeah.
come up. I just want to know who was the guy who started it, or woman, man or woman, who said, you know what, we need
A
boats
cardboard
made out of
regatta.
cardboard and duct tape. Let's do that.
I feel like it was some bored farm kid somewhere because we used to make all sorts of structures and things out of large pint boxes, like the boxes that the old pints would come in, and duct tape. So it was probably some farm kid who did that and put it in a puddle while their mom was yelling at them and
Right.
went, "Hey, this thing floats."
So I have one other problem with it. It's on the Mullica.
The mighty
It's
Mullica.
not in a contained body of water like Hammonton Lake. I'm all for that.
Hmm.
But the Mullica and flows and flows. And like, what if you have a really successful entry and I don't know, the current takes you away. The next thing you know, you're
You're
miles
in.
down the road.
No one's
Well,
floating to
then you win.
Antarctica in a cardboard box, Gina.
I'm not saying you're a car. I'm saying like I don't know. Where does the Mullica go? Galloway, the ocean? I don't know.
Well,
Eventually
yeah,
empties into
eventually.
into the bay, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
Great
This
Bay.
should be done
Yeah.
on a lake that's contained.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
if
Look,
you make it that far,
we're not
clearly you
here
win.
to tell the good people of Sweetwater how to modify their regatta. They've been doing it a while. I think they'll be safe.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll stick with the Egg Harbor City annual citywide yard sale on Saturday, August 2nd from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a rain date of Sunday, August 3rd. At least I know what happens when there is a yard sale. I shop, I move on to the next location. Also on Saturday, August 2nd is the 28th annual spaghetti dinner organized by the Egg Harbor City Fire Department. There will be dessert, raffle baskets, and a 50-50 raffle. $15 for adults, and children are just $8. That sounds like a nice, safe day in Egg Harbor City.
Yeah,
No one's
sounds.
going to drown. It sounds good.
Listen, you would have the regatta in the harbor of Egg Harbor. So
Egg Harbor has a lake, don't they?
yeah, they do have a
They
lake.
do have a lake. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I
they
feel like a
do.
lake. It's a circle. It's like contained. It's not flowing anywhere.
I got you.
Ah.
Am I overthinking these things?
A
I
little
think
bit.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reasonably certain that they will have lifeguards for the cardboard regatta. I hope they don't
And
need
everyone has to
lifeguards.
wear their personal flotation devices, it said, you know.
Yeah, I don't think they'll need lifeguards for the yard sale unless they happen to have some at the lake. And I'm always a big fan of spaghetti dinners, and $15 for a spaghetti dinner these days is that's a good price.
Okay.
So
What a
no,
bargain.
it's not bad at all.
Includes dessert, right? It's a good
Yeah,
deal.
that's that's good.
Now, what's the one thing you always buy when you go to a yard sale? I'm always I haven't bought one in a few years, but I used to always look for cookie presses, like the cookie guns that you use at
Hmm.
Christmas time, because my mother always needed them for parts for hers.
Okay.
So my brother and I used to pick them up whenever we were go yard selling.
Mm. I
I
still buy
usually look.
books.
Oh,
I still
yeah.
buy books. And you can find such interesting books at a yard sale because you never know what anyone's reading. But
Yeah.
it's, that's for me. Joe, what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
You can actually learn a lot about the resident of a house by the books available at the yard sale. Um, I look at books, I look at vinyl, and like sometimes I'll find a really good little like Santa Claus figurine. Um, I've been collecting them for a while. My mother had a massive collection to the point where I'm reasonably certain that Saint Nick probably took out some sort of a restraining order for stalking because they were just all over the house. But it's usually what I look for: books, vinyl, and little Santa figurines.
I like that. With so many events, updates, and activities around the region, we need some help keeping track of it all. Thankfully, we have our community calendar sponsored by Rocco's Townhouse.
That's right, Gina. And Rocco's Townhouse prides themselves on being a spot where everyone can meet and eat. Delicious appetizers, entrees, burgers, and more, along with a full bar and plenty of craft beers on tap. Remember, everyone meets at the Townhouse, 21 North 3rd Street in Hammonton. Call them at 609-561-9384 or visit roccostownhouse.com. And now, the Rocco's Townhouse community calendar. Come to Rocco's Townhouse before heading to Bass River State Forest on Saturday, August 9th for a full moon hike starting at 8 p.m. Meet at the park office, leave the pups at home, and enjoy the peaceful sounds of nature under the glow of the moon. And speaking of glow sticks, will be included with every donation. Also of note, at Batstow Village on Sunday, August 3rd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., explore the history and heritage of quilting with Lynn Hannigan, a longtime textile expert and member of the Batstow Quilters. Learn how patterns turn Learn how patterns told stories and connected families across generations. Summer Family Movie Night returns to Renault Winery on Wednesday, August 6th, starting at 6 p.m. Settle into the Wine and Beer Garden for a double feature of Inside Out 1 and 2, plus face painting and treats from local vendors. Fun for the whole crew. And finally, Jeep fans, roll up to Berlin Farmers Market for Jeep Night on Friday, August 8th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. All models are welcome, good vibes, cool rides, and maybe a few surprises in the A side parking lot. More information about these events can be found online.
Thank you. I noticed that it's almost August 1st as we talk about this calendar, and that normally means that our taxes are due for the property taxes. But
Hmm.
there's a grace period extended in two local municipalities. What's happening, Joe?
As is often the case this time of year, there is a grace period. Um, for Hammonton, there is a grace period for Waterford Township. For Hammonton, the final 2025 preliminary 2026 tax bills will be mailed once the County Board of Taxation certifies the tax rate. Third quarter property taxes are due August 1st. However, the grace period will be extended, and you are advised to please continue to check the town website for updates. Property owners may make payments toward their third quarter without a bill, either at the window or through the mail. Now, water and sewer bills are still due on August 1st with a 10-day grace period. And if you have any questions, contact the tax office at 609 567 4300, extension 119. Waterford Townships 2025-2026 tax bills will be issued upon certification of the tax rate. And once that rate has been certified, residents will receive an extended grace period as a result of the delayed mailing, and information will be printed directly on the bill regarding the extension. Please continue to check Waterford's website and social media pages as they provide updated information regarding the bill. And if you have any questions for that, contact their tax office at 856 768 2300, extension 271.
I mean, this happens almost every year, I feel like, but it's like, oh, taxes are due August 1st. You know what I mean? I wonder if they could just move it to September 1st so that we're not always, oh, there's a grace period and just give themselves a little more time because it seems like it's now an annual occurrence. Now, I did go online because I live in Hammonton. I saw that I could pay my Hammonton taxes already. So I've scheduled that payment, but I'm just I hate to be late with payments.
I may incur the wrath of county officials in several counties because Waterford is a different county from
Yes,
us.
they are.
Uh, you know, maybe the county can just get their tax rate done on time, and then
But
we wouldn't
the
need a grace period.
state did just state approved their budget late, didn't they?
Oh,
It
okay.
trickles down, Joe. I
Yeah.
mean,
Trickle down economics.
it's all, you know, if we want to get to the real heart of it, I agree with Joe, which is do your work, get this stuff done, and don't have a gimmick or anything like this. Just why can't we just have all of this stuff meet the deadline so that everybody has to pay their taxes on time? I don't get it. I mean,
Yeah.
never, I've never understood it really.
Mm.
Just do it, do it on time. Everybody, stayed on down.
So that's happening. But again, just watch out for your social media and your mailing if you live in Waterford or Hammonton for as to when your taxes are due. And yes, tax extensions give you some breathing room. But if you're cleaning out the attic or cleaning up from a big summer bash, you'll want more than grace. You'll want a dumpster. Thankfully, we've got United Roll Off as one of our sponsors.
That is a fact. And if you're looking for fast, reliable dumpster service, you should call United Roll Off Service and Recycling LLC, family owned by the Grasso family and proudly serving South Jersey since 1999. 3 generations strong, United Roll Off is your local solution for household cleanouts, construction debris, concrete, yard waste, and even those parties that Gina just mentioned, with 11, 20, and 30-yard dumpsters ready when you need them. Serving Hamilton and all of Atlantic, Burlington, Camden, Cumberland, and Gloucester counties, they've got the size, service, and local touch you can trust. Visit them at 735 Wiltsey's Mill Road, Hamilton, or call 609 561 8287 to get started today. United Roll Off, local, loyal, and ready to haul. Gina?
Thank you. Do you remember, guys, a few months ago we talked about how the Wanamaker's building was being sold, Macy's was closing, and we're like, oh no, the Oregon, the light show, the Christmas show.
Hmm.
According to a report on Fox 29, there are some good news for us. Even though the building was sold, it's going to be a mixed use space, and they're going to preserve the cherished eagle statue found inside the building, as well as the pipe organ. And from what we also know, that they are going to maintain the light show and the Dickens Village. It's two holiday staples in the city. And the Wanamaker Light Show dates back almost 70 years, and together with the Dickens Village, it's become a tradition for Philadelphia. And according to the Philadelphia Visitor Center, it will lead the efforts to preserve, reinstall, and publicly present the attractions during the holiday season later this year. And according to Philadelphia Visitor Center's president and CEO, Catherine Ott Lovell, these aren't just attractions, they're emotional touchstones. And she said because of with Macy's closing, she said we knew we had to act. And it's great that the building property owner is allowing this to happen, that we're going to still have that Christmas show happening. and that there's volunteers and community groups willing to get together and make it all happen for all of, well, kids of all ages. You know what I mean? Because Gabe and I have
Well,
always enjoyed
we've been
going
to
to
it.
see the light show, and whether it's John Facenda or Julie Andrews, it's amazing.
It's a wise decision on the part of everyone involved because I think if you're the building owner, this is goodwill. You're saying, okay, I get it. These are traditions. We're going to invite you into our new building, and maybe some of you people will rent, and somehow we'll fill the building by doing things like this. It's not all altruistic. It's also good marketing. But I
Oh yeah.
think it is a lot altruistic because they could have said, "Nah, we're going to sell off the organ. We're going to sell off the eagle. We're done with having people in here," and it would have been a very different, just another office building or just another condo tower. So I think they did a great job with that. Any word on the Crystal Tea Room? Does that stay?
It does not say, but they are raising funds for a Save the Light Show donation campaign. It's on Give Butter. They're looking to raise $350,000. And at the time of this recording, they have raised
Wow.
$273,222.
Wow.
Okay.
People like that
So
light show.
Yeah. Now that Christmas Village, I know that had originated, I think, was it Strawbridge and Clothier, but I thought that went older. I thought that was the old Lit Brothers Dickens Village display that they just kept on going through the years. Do
it
you?
could be. I don't know. It does not. I did not see that in the report,
Okay.
but you would know the history way better than I would.
Because I remember seeing they had brought it back. I think it was Strawbridge. Was that on 8th and Market? Was that what that was?
Um, yeah, if
And
you're going back on
I'm
Okay.
not
Market Street
sure.
and Lip Brothers
Yeah.
also on
Yeah,
Market
because
Street.
it was the Lit Brothers building before that, long time ago, and they brought back the Christmas Village sometime in the late 80s, early 90s, because I remember going to see that when I was a kid, and my mother being excited because she finally got to see the Lit Brothers display.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that's been that's been a part of the fabric of Philadelphia forever,
yeah.
and
And for those
Lord
who don't
knows,
know, you walk through it. It's a
yeah,
thing where there's displays, and it's a very Dickensian
yeah,
Christmas,
animatronics and the whole nine.
right?
Yeah,
And it's old.
yeah.
It's been around forever.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but I know when we were in elementary school, we actually took a field trip to see the Wanamaker's light show.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't remember doing that, but it's possible that I missed it. But that's pretty cool. And Gina and I have been a
A
couple
few
times.
times. We've
Hmm.
seen it with John Facenda. We've seen it with Julie Andrews.
Yeah, announcing, not them
Yeah.
actually being there.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That
would be
that would have
something,
been that would have
especially
been
John
newsworthy.
Facenda because he's been gone a while.
So it's time for the Oddcast Odd Poll of the Week. And since it's almost National Night Out, we decided to theme it that way. So what's your go-to move at National Night Out? Grab all the free food. Ask to pet every police dog in sight. It's too hot. I don't go. I'm an indoor cat. Or do you wander over for the fireworks and then disappear before it's time to clean up? Gentlemen?
I'd say the food for me.
Mhm.
It's a fair atmosphere, and I like picking up. It's free too. Who doesn't enjoy free food? Joe,
Yeah.
how about you?
Yeah, no, I go for the food and I stay for the fireworks. I always enjoy a good fireworks display. Yeah, some years it's hot. I mean, you're talking about the middle of August, so it's
It's
gonna
the
be hot.
dog days of summer.
But at the very least, it starts when the day is cooling down. It starts at 6 o'clock, goes until 9. So it's never awful, but just be prepared for it. It is the end of summer, and I always have a good time. And again, fireworks. Always enjoy a fireworks display.
I'm an indoor cat, so unless it's cool, I will probably be staying home or finding a way to be cool there because I do not like the heat. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah.
It's all
So
good. We hope everyone goes and has a good time. Please vote for the poll. So whether you're team free food or an indoor cat, one thing we can all agree on, it's hot. For a forecast that keeps your yard as cool as you are, who can we rely on?
Since you brought it up, I suppose that means that it's time for the Oddcast forecast, according to the app on my smartphone, and sponsored by Ben Castone Landscaping. Call Ben Castone for all your landscaping needs at 609-561-3452. They're here to keep your yard looking great no matter what the season. And this year, Ben Castone Landscaping is celebrating its 25th anniversary. Ben Castone thanks his customers, family, and friends for all their support and is looking forward to many more years of service. And while it is hot, we are looking at a little bit of relief in short order. Wednesday, we're looking at a high of 96 and a low of 74, and it's supposed to be partly cloudy, but that is the last day of oppressive heat in the immediate vicinity. Thursday, we're looking at a high of 84 and a low of 67, but a decent chance of thunderstorms and rain throughout the day, as one would expect when the heat breaks. And Friday, we're looking at a high of 77 and a low of 62, again with the possibility of rain, but I will take that for 77 and 62. So,
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. And now that it's almost the end of the Oddcast episode, where can people find us besides where they're listening right now? What if they want to listen to our short or see our short videos, or if they want to engage with us on social media? What are the best things that people should do?
for more information or for sponsorship opportunities, email us at jerseyoddcast@gmail.com. Call us at 609 444 6178. Listen to us on YouTube or your favorite podcast service. Find us on Instagram or Facebook, or visit our website, jerseyoddcast.com.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week. Have a great week.
Have a great week.
Take care.